fabulous. Beautiful day, about 100 and some degree today. And I see you are in a fantastic background. How is that
Yes,
background working for you?
this background is wonderful for me. It gives me a positive frame set. Am I making you dizzy?
No, you are not making me dizzy. You are making me feel like I need to be out there and enjoy the weather as well. But I know it is little hot, but being close to the water gives you much more cooler breeze, right? So that's fantastic.
It does. Yes.
Yeah. So how is life and on the water right now?
Well, life is good. I cannot complain about a thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of craziness out in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the news every day, it will make you wonder what is going on with this world. But the news is not the best for your mind, because the news rarely reports on anything positive.
Right.
I don't know why. I don't know why positivity is not news.
Positivity is the news, right? So it's not the message that you hear, is how you convert that message in your mindset, right? So you may hear a lot of negative things, but as long as you look at them as a positive way, you do not have to be impacted by negativity. You can be impacted by positivity, right?
Absolutely right.
Yeah. So
You have to. I think getting out in nature is a good step to positivity.
yes, the main thing about is translation of the message, right? So focusing on how you translate the message that you receive. So every day, every single moment, we are receiving some type of message from either outside or from our inner voice. So our brain is active even when we are sleeping, right? So
right.
From our inner voice, we are hearing messages, and we are also receiving messages from all the external sources. So our goal would be translate this message to a positive message. So we have to go through a filter in our mind that comes and take out all the negativity and come down with a positive message. So that means using that filter, you have already created a positive message flow in your mind, in your body, and that creates a positive vibe. So no matter what's going on, the best thing you can do is start thinking positively. And once you do that, life can be 100 times better. Do that.
And how do you start? And how do you start to think positively when things aren't seem to be going the other direction?
Yeah.
In your life.
Yeah, and that's the key, right? So by creating that environment of positivity, you will never run into the environment of negativity. Means even if a negative situation will convert to a positive situation. So if we see, and is the vocabulary we use, right? So if you have a positive, you can as negative situation, and you see it as a threat versus opportunity. So let me give you a quick example that may relate to you, right? So if you see somebody that lost a job, okay, somebody who lost their job, they can take that as a negative because they lost job and now they're facing job loss, economic downturn, and all those other things, right? Now they can take the same message and convert it to a positive message, that this is not a job loss, this is an opportunity that open up for me to find something better, find something new, and get into the adventure mode. Now I can do a lot of things that I was not able to do before. Now, how that sound for a positive
This is
vibe,
true.
right? And
Well, I think that's a perfect example.
yes, this is one of the example.
And whenever I have a friend who's experienced that type of a downturn, that's exactly what I tell them.
Right. And I think we lost Tony on at the beach, so we will continue with this session about discussing. So you are back. So can you hear me, Tony? So
Can you hear me?
yes, I can, and that's the thing about positive flow, creating a positive flow from internal and external that prevents you from going into the mode of always thinking negative. So in my discussion about uh, positivity, we discussed about a couple of things about how do you do that? How do you think about an opportunity versus a threat, right? So the opportunity mindset will always convert something that is not looking good to an opportunity to change, opportunity to do something better, opportunity to explore new things, right? Versus threat will create anxiety, threat will can create depression, and eventually threat will prevent you from doing things. So I'll give you a couple of examples here, and I think it's important. So for example, business owners face these challenges on a regular basis. Entrepreneurs face these challenges on a regular basis. Is like, how is my next quarter sales gonna look like? How is my I'm facing challenges that may cause losing customers and all those other things, right? So that's a threat, that's an challenge, that's that we feel negatively about. Now that's called negative feelings. Now let's change that to a positive feeling. Instead of thinking this is a threat, think about this is an opportunity. Means now you're looking at future and saying, future, I'm gonna have so much work, so much new opportunity that I will be so busy. I need to fix the workflow right now. I need to create things right now so I can manage that expectation in the future, right? So by fixing today, you managing that high expectation that you're going to be facing soon. So instead of looking at a threat, you just converted it to an opportunity. And now you are doing things today so you can face the challenges and the opportunities in the future. So for example, you can say, I have 3 employees today. I may have to lay off a couple of employees right now. That's what you are thinking. Well, let's convert that to a positive feeling, saying that, well, I'm going to have so much growth coming up that I may have to hire 10 more employees. So what do? I need to go change my workflow right now and increase things I'm doing so that can generate, because I gotta now have to pay for 10 employees. So instead of thinking about laying off employees, now you are thinking about how to challenge the coming towards you, that you're going to have 10 more employees. What are you going to do? You gotta increase efforts to meet that challenge. So by doing so, you change the future. And we talked about, Tony, about the professor coming back from the future and saying how exciting the future look like, right? So similar thing is creating a future is today's job, right? Creating a future is today's job, means you do it today so the future can be better. Now, if you are tied down into stress and you are tied down in negativity, you will not be creating that future that you are envisioning. Do that make sense, Tony?
It does. It does to a certain extent. I mean, but if you are in that business situation and you're worried about your cash flow and laying off 3 employees, it's hard to imagine hiring 10 without getting some new business.
Right, right. So it's hard to imagine, and you said that, right? It's hard to imagine, but remember, now your mind is talking about hiring 10 new employees. And that's because the growth you are now thinking that's going to happen. So how do you now face that upcoming growth? Means you start doing activities right now, so you are prepared to face the growth. So it's like, if you know a tornado is coming or a danger is coming, you prevent that danger by either going to a shelter or creating some kind of boundaries so you can be safe, right? So it's creating the future that I am going to leave, so let me create that safety right now. Instead of I'm going to die, I'm just going to give up, that let the tornado come and hit me. So this is two different mindset, and by creating today better changes the future, right? And that's the positive.
Yes, and I think living in the present moment, living in this now moment, and you think about the good things right now. Mm-hmm. So you may be having some bad things going on in your life, but you're here. The sun is on your face. If the breeze is blowing across your back, mm-hmm. You can, look at the present place, put yourself in a present place, like out here in nature, to just say, this is good. Life is good. And it starts to turn to that positive mindset. Now that I feel good, now that I realize that everything around me actually is good right now, I'm breathing well, my body is not in pain, I can start the next step to the next positive thought.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, just imagine this for a second. Future is always unknown. Future is always unknown because you don't know what is future hold. I don't know what is future hold. Nobody knows what future hold. If we can predict future, we will be the smartest person in this world, right? So I can tell you that this is going to be a smooth sailing for you until Godzilla shows up in front of you, right? And then you can see that, oh, the future is different. So we don't know the future, right? So if
the future is the present moment tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Future is present. Present is what you create right now. And by taking the actions right now, you can shape the future. But always know that you can change the future, but still future will be whatever the future is going to be. So there is no reason to worry. Our constant worrying about the future creates the negative emotion, negative mindset, negative vibe. So it's constantly worrying about something that may or may not happen. The probability of that is very low. So if you do not worry about that, so the worry is something that need to be out of everybody's mind.
Correct.
You and I did.
It's the thinking. We think about too many things that are so far beyond our control. Why do we even bother our minds and fill them with those thoughts? you're the less. Yeah, I mean, I think it's wise to plan for the future. You have to make plans, but the future is acting in the present moment now, and making the best of this current moment that you can.
Yeah.
And like you say, not worrying about what may happen, but taking the best path in this current moment to make things good in your life.
Yes. Yes. The moment that you have, this is the current moment that you have, and making the best of it is creates a future that is different. So, but if we worry about future, that will create that negative vibe in our mind and constantly will tie us down toward the negative path. We need to not worry about future. We need to be excited about future. We have to assume, and this is a theory that you have to apply, assume the future going to be so good, and we have to work towards it. So if you assume that, and that's going to change. Now, not everybody can do that, and that's the problem, because we cannot automatically assume future gonna be good, because we have a mindset that prevent us from doing it. And our mindset is called survival mindset, which is survival mindset. It's a built-in mindset that we all have as a human being. Anytime we see danger coming, we try to prevent us from that danger. And that prevention mindset creates a mindset of future worry. If something come, what I'm going to do something today. So positive fear and negative fear, we talked about that in one of my tapes. What is positive fear? Fear is a good thing. Fear has a lot of good benefit. It challenges you, it makes you better, as long as the fear is positive fear. Positive fear means something very good going to happen in future. I need to be ready for it, otherwise I will not be able to manage it. So that's positive fear. Negative fear is worrying about future, that I will not be able to manage that and I am giving up. That's negative fear.
That's right.
Positive fear makes you get up, do things, so the future is not gonna be dark.
So I just experienced positive fear, right? While I was talking with you. As I was sitting here, the wind was blowing me into a dangerous place. And instead of worrying about getting caught up in the trees, I got up and I took a positive moment of action.
Fantastic. So that's the practical application of positive fear. Fear is always a source of inspiration. If we don't fear, we will not be human. But we have to consider fear as a positive fear instead of negative fear. Positive fear gives us energy. Negative fear makes us worry. And worry eventually will get us into depression if we continue to nurture that.
That's right. So what can people do today, do now, to take a step in the right direction?
Challenge yourself every single day, every single moment. And basically imagine the future is so bright that I need to get better every single day. And take steps that is going to face your fear. Means if you are fearful of something, do that so you do not fear anymore. Overcome your fear. And
future is so bright. My future is so bright, I have to wear sunglasses at night.
There you go. And if you apply that theory, and it's not easy, it's challenging. So applying that theory and working with a coach can help you, right? because the coach is from outside perspective.
The coach is not experiencing the negative things that you might be feeling.
Exactly. And coach is the one who can help you to overcome that because they are seeing it from a different angle, different perspective. So, working with a coach will give you the guidance that you need to change your mind, because you may be going in there with a negative mind and you coming out with a positive mind, which can change your outlook totally, right? And we have experienced that during COVID. At the beginning of the COVID, a lot of people were they were in negative fear. The world gonna fall, things gonna happen, and all kind of things, right? And now we know after that life has changed, life have evolved, and now we are thinking differently. And that's the key of shifting from negative fear to positive fear.
This is right. This is right. Like my shirt says, the struggle is real.
Yes, you should change that to the opportunity is real instead
Well,
of
the opportunity is get out and fish.
yes.
So that's a good example of a negative thought positioned in a positive way.
Instead of a struggle is real, if you say opportunity is real, then that means you are now ready to catch a bunch of fish, and then you can offer a fish fry for all the friends, right? And depends on how many limit you have on catching fish. Don't break the limit. So if you are supposed to catch 10 of them, catch 10. Don't go over the limit. The fish need to survive as well. Eat what you need. Don't get more than what you need.
Right? That's right. Save some for the next person.
Yes.
You don't need to take it all. Yeah. That's a good. That is something I wish everybody would think about a little bit more, because it seems during these current times that many people are in a me first mindset.
Yes.
That mindset needs to, I think more than ever, I think COVID should make us realize that we are all connected.
We are all connected, and once we have a we mindset, its connection flourish, and that's the way to think about it. So enjoy your boat ride, and a nice today is Tuesday, so nice way of starting your week and having fun, and start thinking positively, Tony.
I will do that, and I wish the best to you, and I hope everybody has a positive day today.
Okay, and I will see you next time.
Have a good day. Bye.